Hey y'all, what day is it? Saturday. Hazel, wrong turn. Hazel and I are on our way to pick up Mr. Terry. Now, I almost had a little heart attack leaving my park. Jogging right in front of me was this gentleman with a ponytail about twice as long as mine and barely any clothes on. Now, why do they allow that? He waved at me, I guess because I stopped and didn't run over him. But anyway, you know, got off track just a little bit there. It is 9 o'clock. My house is a wreck, y'all. I took everything out of my pantry because, you know, I've got some food in there and some dishes. And if there's a mouse poop in there or underneath it, I want to clean that and disinfect it. I haven't found any more signs of him or her, Tiny. So it's like a wreck, but I've got to take care of that. I was so tired yesterday. I woke up at about 2:30 in the morning. Couldn't go back to sleep. So finally I gave up and I played solitaire and read a book until it was time to go pick up my friends to go to the airport, which I missed them. I know they weren't with me the whole time. Go ahead, cement truck. Okay, I'm going to go. He'll kill me. No, I'm just kidding. Y'all, I feel better because I got a little rest, okay? I just miss knowing that they're not down the street and I'm not going to see them after a while. But they're going to come back. Anyway, back to the subject. I'm going to pick up Mr. Terry because he hung up his car keys. I am so proud of him. It's hard. I can't imagine. Oh, yard sale. Nope. Debrajoy's not stopping. I'm not stopping. I'm just slowing down. Okay. Car behind me, not happy. Too bad. I can't imagine, you know, not being able to have that freedom to just pick up and go anytime you want to. So I'm very proud of him. And bless his heart, just when he was going to do it, something happened to his drive shaft or something, and he wants to sell it. So he had to fix that to the tune of about $700. Now, he just told me on the phone that he has an idea that's way out there. Now, what that says to me is I'm going to have to talk him out of it. I don't know what it is, but, you know, I don't know. But anyway, the reason that I'm picking Terry up is for two reasons. One reason, he needs to go to the ATM and get some money. Now, different people kind of stop understanding things at different times in their life. It's not like when you hit 80, you can't remember your name. Or when you hit 90. Some people are, bam, sharp as a tack when they're 90 years old. My aunts were like that on my father's side, on my bio father's side. They lived till their 90s and they were just sharp right up to the end. But there are some of us who, you know, things happen a little sooner. But Terry was under the mistaken idea his daughter deposits a certain amount of money into his savings account every month. Well, she may have that set up that it happens every week. And I think that's probably the way she has it done. But Terry was laboring under the idea that when it went into his account, if he didn't pick it up, that he wouldn't be able to get it. If he waited until the next week, he would get that next week's money, but last week's would be gone. So I'm trying to explain to Terry, if it goes into your account every week, and we know that it does, then if you didn't pick it up for a month, it would all be there in your bank account for you. They don't put it in and then say on Friday, if you haven't picked it up, they take it back out. That's just not the way direct deposit works. But it's so hard. He just doesn't, you know, sometimes he just doesn't understand that stuff, and it's very hard to explain it to him. Another beautiful sunny day in Southern California. And so, you know, I'm trying to help him understand that there does not have to be this terrible urgency. His money is going to be there. They have assigned so much parking. Now that one says, it doesn't say reserved, but it does have a number on it. She's got my parking space where the, what you call it is, the shade. Okay, here's some, I'm gonna, no. Yeah, those don't have numbers on them. Okay, the back end right here. But anyway, and then I've had prescriptions at my drugstore for several days, and they send me reminders all the time to come and get them. And I don't like to back up, y'all, but I've got 2 spaces, so why should it be bothering me? Anyway, they called me yesterday. This is CVS. Are you going to come and pick up your prescriptions? Yeah. And the UPS store, I got to go there today too. And they let me take Miss Hazel in with me. But the drugstore, not so much. And somebody told me to get a letter from my doctor and go online and get one of those vests. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, that's illegal. Hazel is not a service animal. A service animal has to have training. And training for your specific disability. If you're blind, they have certain training. If you're deaf, they have certain training. If you're disabled and in a wheelchair, they have certain training. That's a service animal. Service animals are very expensive. They're very expensive. Now, I'm sure that there are some organizations to help people who really need them and can't afford them. But you can't just go online and order a service animal vest for your animal. That's illegal. And there are people who try to pass that off. But when you see little Hazel, and she's blind completely in one eye, losing the sight in the other one, deaf as a post, and scared of everything, do you think she's going to pass as a service animal? Not on your life. And there are very few service animals that are tiny animals. Emotional support animal. Totally different. And up until a few years ago, if you had an emotional support animal, which I have had for, I don't know, 20 years, I don't know how long, a long time. And I do have a letter from my psychiatrist for that. But more and more places, almost all of them, have cracked down on people just taking their pets. I mean, you can get a lot of doctors. They have a form letter. They'll print one out and sign it for you. No biggie. But that's illegal. And it's immoral. And I would never do that. I know somebody personally who has done that. And I've tried to tell him, one of these days, you're going to get caught. And it's going to be a big old fine. Big fine. So, in answer to that, no. No. They no longer let emotional support animals in all the places that service animals are allowed. More and more businesses on the front are specifying that. Service animals only. And they can ask you, is that a service animal? And what function does your service animal provide? It didn't used to be that way. They couldn't ask you that. All they could ask you was, is that a service animal? And if you said yes, that was it. They couldn't say another thing. The laws have changed, y'all. And it's because people lied. They just lied. And they were taking all kinds of animals into the stores. And, you know, they weren't animals that behaved well. And do you think that a service animal would bite somebody? Not on your life. Would Hazel bite somebody? Yeah. If they tried to touch her and they scared her, she would. No service animal would do that. They are very well trained. So, anyway, the whole point of this is that I need to go and pick up prescriptions. And you know, I can't leave her in here, even if it's cool, because she just goes, you know, she's not happy. Now, I am going to do an experiment with her little playpen. When it cools off more, I'm going to put her little playpen in the back and a big fluffy blanket in there. And I think she'll be okay in there long enough. It usually takes me 10 minutes at the most in the pharmacy, especially if I go early in the morning. A lot of people are at work. So, we're going to help each other out today and do that, and maybe even get a bite of lunch. So, I will end this by saying that Ellen, Joan's friend, is a Hazel whisperer. Hazel liked her. She could even pick her up. I don't know. I almost sent Hazel home with her. Anyway, y'all, I got to let you go. Call Terry. Let him know I'm here. And I'll talk to you later. Bye now.